Hi, it's Soraya, and this is enhancement 4. I'm having a little trouble getting it to the model, but I'm going to show you what I've got done so far. So here's the vehicles index PHP page. We can add the inventory. It wanted us to validate the HTML and CSS. So CSS once, and then we go back and we'll validate the HTML. I did have to fix some of the HTML, so I'm glad I checked that. And so I can show you that if I try and submit it without filling everything out, it says, please fill out this field. I've got my drop-down list here. That gives me that error if I run it. And then for the other one, the classification, we'll validate the HTML in this one. So that one's good. And if I input sportsy car, looks like it's submitted, but it just stays on the same page. So here's my vehicle management where I did the add inventory and add classification. Here's the add vehicle. So I made sure that everything matched in the names using camel case. There's where I echo the drop-down list that I created, and I'll show you that in a minute. And then here's the add classification, again with the camel case. And then I did the session start. I'm not sure if we were supposed to do a session end, if maybe that's the problem. So I included the main model, the vehicles model, and the connections model. Here's the drop-down list. And then here's my case statements. So I've got the case cars. I made sure to do the camel case. I've checked it all across the board. And then there's my empty. And then the outcome. So this is the line it's getting stuck on, is sending the data to the model. So it should be saying, thank you for adding to our inventory, or sorry, but your entry failed. And then I've got a classification case, does the same thing, the classification outcome. And then a default view for the vehicle management. And then if we go up here to the functions, oh, not that one. So I've got the add cars function, which is the inventory make, and I made sure I checked it all right here to make sure everything was lining up. I know that that's okay. Inventory stock, inventory color. And it's getting stuck on line 26 or 24 when it hits statement execute. And then the add classification one, I've done the same thing. This is just using the classification name. And I noticed that in the error it's throwing, it said I had a classification ID somewhere. But I have gone through and cannot find what it's talking about. Okay, so I've got that far. I'm going to be at office hours again on Thursday to hopefully get this sent to the database. And then I'm going to submit this so I can move on to the next task. Thank you.